there's very clear and compelling evidence that when oxygen started to appear and accumulate on this planet because of photosynthesis with phytoplankton, that oxygen, when exposed to iron, killed 99% of life forms at that time. That's a rather devastating outcome for introducing the very element that we think we exist to use, which is called oxygen. And so begin to wonder, so how do we survive that? It's amazing. And there's two very interesting articles that talk about Mars and Venus and its influence on planet Earth. And one is written by Robert Crichton in 2001, and another one is written by Dr. Kaplan. I believe it's around the same time frame, maybe a little bit later. But both of them talk about this vital dependence that we have on this planet for copper. Why? Because copper is the only element on this planet that allows us to activate oxygen and turn it into water so that the mitochondria can work. And so the biggest distinction between iron and copper, there are a couple of things we need to point out. One is that for every atom of copper, there's 60 atoms of iron. That's an important statistic for people to get into their head.
On the planet or in the world? Or in their bodies,
In our body.
Yeah.
So we have 60 times more iron in our body than we have copper. And 80% of the iron in our body is in what's called the erythron, which is referring to the whole spectrum of activity related to birthing, using, and recycling red blood cells. 80% of our iron is tied up in red blood cells.